Welcome to another spoken video. The topic this time is the interactive fiction game The Fire Tower by Jacqueline A. Lott. This is a pretty unique game from 2004 where the only objective is to go on a hiking trip near the Smoky Mountains. Despite the simple nature of the game, it does have a few glitches and oddities that the player can use to make the journey somewhat more surreal than it would normally be. First off, the main character has a pretty elaborate inventory. A full set of hiking gear plus a hip pack that contains a headlamp, first aid kit, a water bottle and a massive bag of hiking food. The game doesn't have any limits to containment though, which means you can put every non-clothing item inside either the water bottle or the trail mix package. That must be a pretty big water bottle. Not only that, both the bottle and the mix have been programmed to be automatically closed and put back into the pack once you try to put it somewhere. This creates a paradoxical situation where the hip pack is inside the bottle and the bottle is inside the hip pack. As a result, the items simply disappear from your inventory, in a black hole or something. However, the game resets your inventory when moving between rooms, so everything returns to normal sooner or later. The main character has a first aid kit inside the pack, but she will always refuse to take it out since she's not hurt. Normally it isn't possible to get the first aid kit out of the pack at all. However, with the command empty pack, you can get around this restriction and drop the first aid kit on the ground. But this is overall pretty pointless, and you have no choice but to leave the kit behind now, since you still can't interact with it in any way. This is one item that moving between rooms does not reset, and so you will permanently lose it on that playthrough. Just a small oddity, but if you start wearing the headlamp and then have the inventory reset, you end up in a situation where your headlamp returns to the pack but it is still said to be worn. If true, that means the main character is currently hiking in a rather awkward pose. Last but not least, the clock is running during this game and the main character is expected to return from her hiking trip by 9:30 PM. If you don't do that, eventually some rangers come looking for you, resulting in a non-standard game over at midnight when you're discovered and sent home packing. However, you can skip being discovered if you start moving between rooms right as you're about to be found. With the clock now over midnight, the entire day starts anew and suddenly all the room descriptions suggest that sun is shining even though it really shouldn't be. You were so late in returning from your hiking trip that suddenly you're really early instead. Almost as if the Smoky Mountains were a host to some sort of a mysterious time loop. You can return back to the starting position of the game in the early hours of the morning, before your past self even came there to start her hiking trip in the first place. You glance at your watch, it reads 3:16 in the morning, not bad time really considering all the stops along the way to check things out. So that's all of the glitches for now. Hope you enjoyed them, no offense meant to the game or the author, and I'll see you next time.